Welcome back, my friends, to another episode of Dark Souls 3. And we're back. Last episode, we went to the church. And then the catacombs, I think, was actually last episode. And we defeated Wolnir. We also went to the demon ruins, where we collected some enhancement material supporters. And got a weapon to +7. Which we also switched over to from Wolnir's, not Wolnir, Vord's weapon. And we switched over to the Drag Hammers. The drying hammers. Infused with heavy. So hopefully, should be a big upgrade. Now, here's something important I need to tell you. In my personal opinion, we're already in Irritil. No. Beautiful, by the way. Beautiful area. You can see Anarlondo, by the way. You can see it. It's over there. So, we are already past what I would consider the most important part of the game. We should be in the home stretch, to be honest. Yes, that might seem like a very weird thing to say when we are not even halfway through the game. There's also an enemy on my back, by the way. I'm just gonna ignore it. If I don't see it, it's not gonna eat my face. Straight up a Bloodborne enemy, by the way. It really does want my face, doesn't it? So, yeah. As you can see, there's a barrier here. You can see it, kinda. That's the thing that lets us... that's the thing that requires us to have a door in order to go to it. Good thing we went to the cathedral first, huh? Go safe. There should be a bonfire somewhere-ish. Here-ish. There we go. You might be wondering, what do you mean by this is the home stretch? Well, for the most part, the final section of this game is actually pretty quick to do. It just involves a lot of running. But there's not much to actually, like, think about, right? We're not actually collecting basically anything at this point. I guess we can collect items, but it is mostly just if we want to at this point. We don't really have any real reason to collect anything here, since the only items we can get from this area are large titanites that would even be useful to us, right? And we already have a weapon that is above large titanites, right? So no real point in collecting anything. So I'll just be mainly running through it. Let's see how much we can clear while I'm, in a couple of minutes, we're just running through it. Now, you know, even with my cockiness, I haven't played this, as I mentioned before, in a very long while. And while I do remember where I should be going, I don't really remember anything else aside from that, so... Shenanigans can still happen, is all I'm trying to say. The sad thing is that we are skipping to a lot of cool areas, to be honest. Basically every single part in here is a pretty cool area. And I would normally recommend you do them. But yeah. Now I don't remember if that's a Estus Flask shard, so I will check it just in case. Nope, it's a blood gem. But yeah. I wouldn't consider this area especially dangerous. The only real thing that would even give you any amount of worry is the... Well, I think we call it a dog. It's the enemy that we saw upstairs. If it is not defeated, it will spawn here. As you can see. But I'm not actually gonna be spending any real time in this area. So I'm not sure if it will even have the opportunity to do anything to us. I mean, I suppose it will. Ow. That is a lot of damage, dude. Wow. Whoa! I am too drunk to be dealing with this. Wow. That made me jump. So, welcome to the Distant Manor bonfire. We are near the dungeon. Here is actually one of the very rare, for this game especially, branching paths you can take. So you can either go... Well, it's not really a branching paths. It's you need to... They're not converging, sorry. They are branching paths, they just need to be done. All of them need to be completed before you can progress. They all point towards important bosses, is what maybe I should be saying. Oh, he's above me. He's right above me, isn't he? I don't usually fight this guy. But, you know, since we're already here. Oh, I'm used to delvering. I clicked X thinking I'd jump. I tried to do a jump attack. Yeah, that's not how that works in this game. Okay. So, the Irito Dungeon. What is this area? It's a usually pretty spooky area, but we're not really gonna be playing around with the mechanics of it in any capacity, basically. I'm just beelining it straight to the keys we need, and we're just gonna leave basically right afterwards. There's a spooky guy right here. Yeah, just literally just here. Open this door, and on that corpse is the jailbreaker key. This door does not require a key. It just needs to be opened from this side, and you just go back around the jail keepers. And this, my friends, isn't actually a window. Well, it is a window. It's just locked. And you can just go to it. There you go. And we went through most of the dungeon right there. Or at least a huge section of it. And we're here. There's a couple of guys right here. Try to avoid them. There is something we need here. It's not actually a chest, it's a mimic. But I don't think I have any Lloyd talismans anymore. Indeed, I do not. In that case, you know. As a wise man once said, R1 is your best friend in this game. So yeah, he drops access fast. That's basically the only reason I cared enough to actually do it. You drop down here, summon the giant, but you're not even gonna attempt to do anything with him. Just gonna go here. Next to the... Okay. Next to the rats. And usually you just want to go where the rats are coming out of. Right there, but I usually just go up. Get these items before I do that. Some basilisks are gonna drop from the ceiling. Or more like teleport. right now, I think. Yeah, as you can see, they just teleport. This is a mimic, and I'm not gonna be dealing with it. I just don't have the energy right now. So we're gonna skip it. Ignore the basilisks, ignore the rats. Especially ignore the big rat. Open this. Now, usually you should be going straight right here, but I'm going straight left. Why again, you might be asking? This is actually a shortcut. We will be needing this shortcut in order to go to the Dragon Shrine. Interesting. Oh, I just dropped down. Huh. Wow, that's this is a thing. So now we have to wait for this to go down. And then probably the rat is gonna attack me. What you see over there, I don't believe actually the the dragon. Archpeaks or whatever it's called, I don't even remember the area name. But it's where we fight a big bad boss. Here's the door we open. Now I don't particularly have any real need to do all this, obviously, but you know, while we're here. Let's keep going down. We're actually very close to a boss. An important boss. A shard bear. No, that's Eldering. A mimic. Yep. I think it's the. This is called what, the Profane Capital, I believe. Get the soul. Now you see the enemy on the right. He's gonna come over here. Hello, gargoyle. You can just walk below it. No biggie. Then drop down. And then drop up. It's not really a drop, but go back up. Now there's two areas. You can go down here as well. There's a whole area here. There's actually a quest line or something that gives you, maybe not even a quest line, that gives you a Titanite slab around here, but not very useful. Now this guy is from Dark Souls 2, actually. Very fun. Well, it's not fun, he's gone, but nice little Easter egg to Dark Souls 2. He was basically the guy who sells you ladders, which you will notice there being a lot of in this area, so he obviously did his job, securing the perimeter for us to go to now. And this area is pretty simple as well. You just go to the bridge. Now there's two ways. You can go straight forward, or you can go here to the crumbled part of the bridge. Go down, go down, go down. Get hit by a fireball. And you're down. Now you just go straight forward. Ignore these jailers. And go straight forward. And this is the boss, actually. Yhorm the Giant. You might be wondering, if you haven't played this game, why I don't have a shield weapon on right now. I will not be fighting him with my fisticuffs, of course. As Yhorm is actually a gimmick fight. And you would almost always prefer to do it with the gimmick weapon they provide, which is the Stormruler. A weapon only useful for its active skill. Which lets you do, as you see, a nice little attack on Yom. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing what I just did. For the same reason, as you can see, I actually... it's very rare you're gonna be able to chain the active skills, like... most of the time, you're gonna only be able to do one at a time. I just keep failing to hit his head. What you want to be doing is to be hitting his head. This guy is such a annoying guy. I did not charge it enough. Wow, apologies, I just sneezed. Imagine sneezing during a boss fight. Okay. Just my luck, I suppose. I just cannot get a good attack on him, huh? And this is it, I think. Nope, I failed. This dude, this is the worst fight I've ever had against him. Genuinely. I missed! This is genuinely the worst boss fight ever against this guy. There we go, jeez Louise. What a troublemaker. Lord of Cinder Fallen. Apologies, I got the sniffles. I gotta blow my nose real quick. Oh, there we go. And going back, that's one of them down. That was easy. So I would usually just go ahead to Eratel and go the other path, but let's go back and actually use my souls beforehand. Just for the sake of, you know, safety. Now, what should we actually level? Honestly, I am so inclined to just dump it into strength. I think usually you'd want to go pyromancy, so fate. Just so you're not like completely, you know, just going one stat, since it has a soft cap that you're gonna be hitting if you aren't careful. Interesting enough, I think maybe this is a good place to actually stop it. So thank you for joining me on this. Next time we're gonna be exploring Irito. And yeah, a lot of progress this episode. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.